I finished with part 2 of my Carta Halloween market cards, and I came up with 9 additional cards and 1 tag. This is one of the easiest cards that I came up with. This was the pumpkin sentiment is from the sheet that has all the journal cards on it. So simple. Had to use that gorgeous pumpkin paper. And everything matched so well with this. This is definitely one of the funnest kits I've ever put together. I'm really enjoying putting kits together instead of kind of creating my own paper, doing the inks and dyes. I'm just loving having this already done and assembling. Love it. And as always, I have my Tim Holtz Distress Glue. It is wonderful for holding things on to glitter, and it almost becomes one with the paper once it's dry. Thought I'd add a little sentiment, and I always use a glue stick just to kind of give it a little extra adherence. But you do have to pull out a paper towel and kind of wipe off anything that's extra. Here, I know I had said in the first video these would make great tags, so I thought I need to just throw a quick tag together for people to see how easily it can come together. You did not have to get out a stamp like I do. I get out my Tim Holtz, I think it's Pumpkinhead. I pulled out the happiest one. They really looked very similar. Just put it on a craft tag. And it was a larger craft tag, but I ran it through my die cut machine with a Tim Holtz tag set. I have his original. It's 3 tags and then some little tiny tags that go with it. But he has a new set that's, I think it's 5 or 6 tags. So eventually I will add that to my stash, but what I've got works great for now. There was no rhyme or reason why I put the pumpkins in any place, just kind of trying to cover up blank space. I backed that little piece of card with black card, stuck it down, and there we go. We have a beautiful tag. Oh, I did use this paint dabber from Ranger to edge the sides before I put the ribbon on, so I let that dry. That is a Pretty Pink Posh die. And it says Boo, and along with it has some little candy dyes. I haven't used the candy dyes yet, but if I had have remembered, I would have used it on this set since there's that candy paper. But I mean, really, die cut the stitched rectangle on the Boo paper, ran those Boo through black paper, and adhered some silver glitter cardstock, which you can see it's just scraps that I stuck on there. And I ran it through the Xyron, not thinking, ooh, this glitter. So I wanted to put some more liquid glue behind that glitter to make sure the letters didn't fall off. Wouldn't that have been terrible? So I use my Xyron machine, and I have looked online. I don't know that they sell that Xyron machine anymore. I like Xyrons a lot, but sometimes the adhesive hangs out the edges and you have to do some cleaning like I have to on these letters. So I have a larger Xyron machine. I purchased all those from Home Shopping when I was kind of trying to get acclimated to card making, and really tape runners and glue are really all you need if you're just getting started. But look how easy that put together, and it looks very professional to me. Here I add ribbon, but you could add twine. And I mean, that was so quick. And you could add that to a card or use it to tie to a little candy bag. This die, this trick-or-treaters die, I purchased it last year, but I do not think it's sold anymore. I think I bought mine. I either bought it from eBay or Etsy. It was just one I had to have. Or I might have bought it from craftdirect.com. they tend to have great prices and hard to find items. So I put that on the candy paper. Had to use that candy paper. I mean, come on. And when I saw candy, I think trick-or-treaters. And I thought that die would be great. Kind of have like a moonlight background behind them. Adhere everything down well. I mean, I think my cards are so well adhered, they get run over by a car and be fine. You do not have to use as much glue and tape as I use, but it just gives me comfort to know they're secure. And wind up using. Now this Xyron is available on homeshopping.com. But again, you'll see I use the bone folder, I rub it down. Still, when I peel it off, you are going to have extra sticky. It's not hard to get off. You just save that part that I peeled off and tap it off. Sit it aside. And then once the card's complete, you will inevitably find another piece of sticky something that you need to get off. So as I was adhering it, I thought, oh no, I need liquid glue. No, I did not need liquid glue, even on top of the glitter. So I just love that card. That's in like my top 3 of cards that I made in this set. This set, you just literally sit the paper pieces down and the things look great. So there's a teeny trick-or-treat sticker. It matched perfect. And then I threw a few little sticker candies on there. I later thought, I wonder if I should make that trick-or-treat bigger. Those stickers are stuck down wonderfully. They're not going to budge. So here, this market cart was not ephemera. It was from the journal tag page. And I cut it out with that Tim Holtz die, which if anybody wants to know what that name of that die is, just write it a comment and I will go search the SKU. I was looking up Tim Holtz label dies and that's not what it's listed as, but it is a Sizzix Tim Holtz die. I just need to figure out the name of it because I used it like a crazy person on this set. I love these foundation type dies because they're so easy to use, especially when they stack and you can incorporate so many designs of paper. And I really used a lot of, I have 2 Halloween embossing folders, the skull and the bats. And I really used them a lot in this set to just give some texture to the cards. I don't use embossing folders that much, but I think it's because I'm so busy inking and stamping, and when everything's done for you and you just assemble it, those embossing folders are a treat. So this was ephemera that I put a spell on you that had to go on a card. And some of these cards I might put on my Etsy shop, Artsy Chic 123, ARTSYCHIC 123, all one word. I cannot use all these cards, but I've had so much fun making them, I can't stop. So I think this turned out great. It's really adhered well. Of course, I go around all the corners and make sure it's down. But this one would mail beautifully because it's flat. Although it has texture and dimension, it's flat. It will go through a card mailing machine wonderfully. This one might be my favorite. So I saw that Too Cute to Spook in the ephemera. It's sitting under the ghost. And it had the candy on it. And I thought, this is so cute. I need to think of a way to use it. So again, I used those stacking label type dies from Tim Holtz. I used almost every single one of them. And just used the different prints of paper, added white in there. just to kind of break up the patterns. And then he has a die set called, I think it's just called Hangouts. It's a Halloween die set. And it has all these cute little, like an owl, a ghost, cute little shapes. And I show it right there, I think. I show it at some point. I cut out the ghost in white and then trimmed out a little tail because of the way the hangouts are made. They don't have an end of a tail. There it is. They don't have an end of a tail, but I mean, it was so easy. And with all that candy pattern, you just hand trim it out and it's no problem. Put some little black eyes on behind him and then stuck him down. And I think he is too cute to spook. I would not be scared of him. So I then chose, there's a Tim Holtz die that has candy on it. And a long time ago, I did a video on that about how cute those are and so easy to assemble. And since there were layer upon layer, I used liquid glue to adhere those. And it just turned out to be the cutest, funnest card. And it looks difficult, but it was so simple, just piece by piece by piece. So simple it came together. And it's hard sometimes in these sophisticated looking elegant sets to find a cute kid card, but I think any child would think this was adorable. Any adult would too, but if you need to make a child's card, sometimes when you get too elegant, it's tough. The Boo stamp is from that same collection I always use from Rachel Bright's and Sizzix, and the word bubble is just a long fawn. I believe it's called Tiny Text, and it's the dies. I wanted to use this paper again just because it's so gorgeous and it just packs such a punch when you put it down. And I actually used the very top of the glitter paper with the hole punch in it where it hangs on the shelf, intentionally to show, even if you just have scraps left, you can use it as a border and put your ephemera on top of it. So he turned out cute. Just a little liquid glue to adhere him on top of the glitter. And the way these papers are designed, a lot of them help you line up and keep things straight. The stripes, the spider webs, even the skulls help because they're in such perfect formation. So I wanted to do one more skeleton because he's just so fabulous. And just wanted to mix it up. I'm showing my silver cardstock is Tim Holtz cardstock, and it's a silver and a gold pack. So I did a banner in that, and it cuts like a dream. And if you emboss that paper, it's unbelievable how well it holds the embossing texture. Again, just adhering down. My favorite diamond paper from the pack. And I used the Tim Holtz label die and put bats behind this sentiment. The black sentiment is in the ephemera. And then the bat was in the ephemera. And it was kind of like I got to incorporate multiple pieces with the skeleton. I liked that. Then I add a few sequins at the end. I pop the bat up on dimensional foam. I don't always do that. This was really high foam. I mean, it looks great, but this might have to be handed to someone, like given to a teacher with their Halloween treat, because he's pretty high. I don't know that he'd go through the mail safely. Because you could layer up some paper behind him, trim it, and that might get it through the machines safely. But added a few silver sequins. And my silver sequins was not just silver sequin, my sequin set, I purchased from Target.com last year. I don't use sequins that much, but they really add a lot. Just a few add a lot. So that was the last card. So I'm showing what I came up with. And then I realized, you know what? I have 9 pieces here. Why don't I make one more and make a perfect set of 10? And I came to that conclusion as I was going through everything I had left. Look at all this I have left. You could probably make another 30 cards with all this. I could make Halloween cards for years. So those pictures, I thought I did not use one of those. I used a lot of the ephemera. I may actually pick up another ephemera set. But here I just looked at the different ones, decided what I wanted to use. And on this, I'm going to show you, that says Halloween and it has the cat sitting next to it. I saved all of those because those could be used as an embellishment. That cat is just so fantastic. And you don't get that many items with the cat on it, but the ones you do get are great. So I thought about the banners, but the ghosts, they seem to be my family's favorite. So I thought I'll make one more ghost. I wind up putting him on a black card. The black just pops for some reason, those ghosts. Kind of like they stay in the night. So I used a stitch die, ran it through my Big Shot, stuck it down, and voila, a card. I mean, that's it. If you're in a rush, you need to get some cards out, you need something that will easily go through the mail, no problem. This page is your card page. So great, so easy. And then I showed all the cards from my original video, and this is just a run through. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe. I'm going to try another set from Echo Park called I Love Halloween, and we'll see what I come up with. Thanks for watching.